Right, so just looking ahead to their key events and themes this week, let's start off in the UK with the pound. It actually could be set to fly this week. We have UK CPI, which is expected to tick higher to 3%. If we recall, back in August, the Bank of England did forecast for inflation to peak at 3% in October. Well, they're pretty much bang on there if it does come in at 3% there. What can we expect in terms of reaction? Well, a large amount of GBP strength, a big bull run, as there'll be general expectations for the Bank of England to really follow through on the recent hawkish rhetoric that we have seen, and for them to potentially hike rates come November, so next month, in order to try and cool inflation. As we know, as I've said on a number of occasions, personally, the economy, I believe, cannot warrant or take a hike at the moment, but in order to try and cool inflation, that is one measure that they may go about doing come November. Technically then, and also fundamentally, if CPI comes in higher, looking at cable, sterling dollar as we know it, it does look subject to a move higher. My eyes personally are on 136. Looking over in Canada then, we do have Canadian CPI. Key focus, as we know, is really dictating also the Bank of Canada's moves in terms of their rate hike policy at the moment. If we look at CPI this time around, it could actually get a boost from higher gasoline prices up due to warmer weather and higher demand in Canada. As we know, for dollar CAD, or loonie as we know it, it did fall down to sort of lows around 120.50 and picked up to 126. Now it does look subject, now that we're seeing quite a chunky pullback, it could be another good time to sell dollar CAD and for that to head lower. And if we do see CPI coming higher for Canada, do expect fuel added to that potential move lower for dollar CAD. Looking over in the United States then for the dollar, just recapping quickly, on Friday we did see that inflation remained subdued for the US, which is not good then, and we did see the dollar give up a little bit of ground. And with data being quite light for the US this week, not really much to really report to you guys, but with that being in mind, I think we could see some dollar giving up some of the ground to some of the majors across the board in my view. And just looking at some of them, dollar yen for example, that does look to want to drift back lower towards the 109, 108 region. Dollar CAD, as I mentioned, that looks to want to come back lower again, start that move south after we have seen that chunky pullback. Cable, as mentioned earlier, eyes technically are still on 136, and if CPI comes in higher, that will help that also. And if we look at the dollar index, yes, we did see quite a large pullback towards the 94 area, but it does look to want to slide again back lower technically. So other than that, that's it from me. I hope you have a smashing trading week. Thank you.